Okay, Cancer, let's start with your reading. The first card that came up is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is about seeing success in a venture that you've put out. This is after the two of thinking about it, contemplating about it. The Three of Wands is like, yeah, I'm starting to see some results, some success out of this. He's sitting there at the harbor. He's looking at his ship, getting ready to go back out to sea with his cargo, getting ready to make new waves to create more abundance, because he's already seen the ship come back once, or the boat. I guess it's more of a has sails. So it's already come back once with abundance, and he's enjoying that. So there's accomplishment around this card. And it's not just always ourselves that makes things happen, but oftentimes we have a team around us. Or at least we have support from another person. It's our shipmates. You may be the captain of the ship, but there always is support in what we're doing, no matter who we are. If we're the owner of our business, then we have support from the people that work for us. If we work for a company, then our superior supporters or those around us do. If they don't, then seek support. I'm feeling like you're in with your money and with your job, whatever you do for a living, is you're seeing success. And if you take a look at this tree, it's a little bit barren. There's some leaves out here. So there's more to come. There's more to come in the arena of what you're doing in life, your job, your business, more growth, room for more growth. As you can see here on the ship is a mermaid with the Three of Wands. Can you see that? Here's the mermaid, and here's the Three of Wands. It's kind of a cool way of putting it out there. All right, the next card it's called the Standing Stone in this particular deck, because this is an earth-oriented deck, very grounded. But it's the same as the Justice card. So this and it has also the scales for balance, which reminds me of a Libra. So it could be that you're seeking balance in everything that you're doing. If it's, your work, you're balancing different projects. Maybe you're balancing work and family. Your family are coming into town for the holidays, or you're going to see them. And there's just a lot to do. This card also could indicate a legal issue. And I say that because normally it does, especially if there's a King of Swords around it. And what's interesting, the King of Swords did actually come out. And I didn't notice that until right before I started talking about this. So this could be some of you Cancers have legal, I don't want to say battles, issues going on. It could be anything from a traffic ticket to wills, probating, divorces. But I do feel like for a lot of you that, there's a lot of light shining on this card. So I do feel like it could be positive, but I do think with the card next to it, that you're standing up for the work that you're doing. You're doing a good job, but I feel like you're having to defend yourself in some way or manner. So this could be defending yourself in court, or maybe not even go to court, but with some legal issues, or just feeling that there needs to be justice around what you're doing. And you're saying, like, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. It may even be to yourself. You're going, thinking that maybe you didn't know exactly what you were doing and how it was going to work out, but actually you do. He's very protective of, this is one, so this is about the work he does. Again, look at this light that's shining through. It's shining through on the stone. It's shining through on the thatched housing. So stay open to any compromises that come up. I feel like those could be in your best interest. Whether you need to compromise in court or you need to compromise with who you work for, the company you work for. Yeah, I'm feeling like don't be so defensive or take things personally to the heart. That I feel like you're being a little bit defensive. I don't know and this is not for all cancers. This is for, general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but take a look at your Moon and Rising as well, your Moon and Rising signs as well, because they give a different additional information. So let me take a look at these cards and how this plays out. This is success in your business. He is facing away from this. So this could be two different scenarios. He's saying, yeah, I'm starting to see some success here, accomplishment around a venture I'm doing. There may need to be balance in that. And the people that you're working with, the Libra scales, the justice, and it's how do I make all this work out and feel balanced? And then you're being protective here. Then this King of Swords comes up, and I was talking about him a minute ago. When this comes up, like if this were to come up together like this, then I definitely would tell you that you guys, or a lot of you guys, are in legal issues. There's legal issues. That could be. But this King of Swords could be someone who would be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. It's kind of interesting because we're talking about Libra here. Sun, Moon, or Rising, man or woman. So this is a person, this King of Swords, he's extremely intellectual. He's very much a thinker, a philosopher, an advisor, someone who gives you, helps you with plans, as you can see rolled up in his little cubies here are plans, and he's opening up more letters. He's very interested in the written word. And he's also, he's interested in the written word. He's also very good at writing. So he could take on the aspects, may not have to be a air sign, but he takes on the aspect of someone who's maybe good at marketing or thinking or coming up with ideas. See how all of this is so lined up? I don't know. He's very much a planner, an organizer, a thinker about how plans can be laid out. So, and there's healing around that with this green. So if you need for someone to support you, this may be the guy. This could also be a judge. Could be. I don't normally get that around the King of Swords, but it could be. Someone that will go, it's in your corner. Gives you a favor. Because I'm seeing you having to stand up for yourself around these particular cards. Justice and King of Swords. Seeing what else this could be. It could be, like, again, someone who's supports you and helps you either in your legal or just helps you with advice. And for clarification, the Five of Rods comes up. I didn't mean to just go right into that, but interesting. So the Five of Rods is about competition and work, seeing different views. It's not always a struggle. They can be working together, but it's 5 different opinions, or maybe not 5, but let's just say it's different opinions. And they all want to change things. So, you could be like, I'm protecting what I do. I know what I want, and I'm not going to let anybody come in and you all go your way, but this is what I want. The Hermit card. The Hermit card has come up There's some in the clarification cards. So just remember to, take some time out for yourself. Meditate on what you need. Here's sort of like the pentacle here, but meditate on what you need. If it's creating a new path for yourself during your meditation, you're seeing that here's some lit up mountains here, that you're seeing the light and which path to go to. The hermit likes to go inwardly. He likes to look inwardly and spiritually. Can also mean a pope or religious figure. Okay, and then the Emperor card comes up. So this is like a father figure, and quite honestly, I was doing a reading yesterday, and sometimes this Emperor can also mean to me a judge. So I'm just feeling like there's some authority around you this month, Cancer. For some of you, it's authority figures. Oh, that's sweet. Six of Cups is about thinking about our childhood memories, what we did when we were a kid. Of course, it is the holiday season, so you might be having a laugh or two or not with family, but just talking about those memories. You may need to take a little bit of a R&R this month as well. Take some time out when you can. This can be around feeling ill and just needing to lie down and rest, or it can just be you need quiet time. Ten of Swords. Wow, getting past some really negative situation. And this doesn't mean just recently. This like has taken a long time to get to the Ten of Swords. So this is like going past it, ready to see this type of thing. Any negative situation in the last year or two even, because you're already at the 10. So what's next would be the Ace. All right, let's move to the Ace. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. You're getting a lot of sword cards here. So he did come up in reverse. So he's saying, this is kind of a gung-ho guy. Sometimes he can overthink things, overanalyze. He's a great planner. He's not the master yet, the king, but he is the knight. But he came up in reverse. So maybe slow down a little bit. Slow down. Like I said, take a rest. Because this guy came up in reverse, and this is Ten of Swords. So getting past, maybe it's just even ill feelings with someone else. Maybe you just don't see things the same way as with these guys that came up. Okay, let's pull one more card. And the King of Rods came up. So this is a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Well, this particular reading, after I was doing this clarification, needed strength, and there it came. So I feel good about that. This is a person who's an inspirer, an innovator. He's very creative. He's warm, gentle. Has the lion up here. Sometimes it reminds me of a Leo. As you see, it almost looks like pyramids in the background. I'm getting the words indoctrinated person, so it could be that he's into theology or mythology, pyramids. Maybe he's an inspiration to you. Interesting, Cancer. Okay, so let me know in the comments below, what's going on with you, how this reading may have resonated with you, or parts of it resonated with you. I always like to hear comments. I'm going to add these cards up. Let's see. 3 and 11 is what? 14. And 9 is 23, 24. And then I'm going to go backwards too. 10, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. 2 and 4 is 6, right? When you add them together, 6 in numerology is about manifestation, but it's also about home and family and love and being gentle on oneself. Many times the 6th life path, I love them. Absolutely. I was born on the 6th, but I'm saying if your birthday adds up to a 6, very giving people, very caring people, loving, nurturing, like you, Cancer. Just remember to take care of yourself as well. You don't want to overgive to the point of exhaustion, which, that Four of Swords cards did come up earlier. So if you need to take a break, you need to take a break. In the Major Arcana cards, the number 6 is the Lover's card. So spend some time with your sweetheart. Spend some time with people you love to be around. Spend some time with people who support you and love you. And there may be you may have been in a committed relationship for a long time. And it's just nice to spend time around them. If you're not in a committed relationship, then maybe you'll meet someone new.